As we all know, this is the happiest time of the year. And if you're a pet owner, it's also maybe one of the most amusing or one of the most aggravating times of the year as well. Hey everybody, it's Ed the Trainer. And I'll tell you what we can learn from that coming up next on this week's Tips on Tuesday. So first off, happy holidays to everyone out there. Again, it is one of the best times of the year. And what I mentioned in terms of a pet owner, guys, it is also the time of the year that it begins to get a little bit colder in most areas of you watching here today. And one of the problems with it getting colder is when your pets, your dogs in particular, have to go outside. Those of you who've got a dog in the wintertime, you know what typically happens, right? They've got to go outside, you open the door and they stand there and they stare. And they look at you and they stare. And they look at you and they stare. And they say, come on, I don't really want to go out in this freezing cold weather or 12 inches of snow or the pouring down rain in the miserable cold air out there. And then you stand there as the owner and you say, are you going to go or are you going to stay? You're going to go or most of you, lots of you that are pet owners, you can relate to this. But here's the thing. On the very next day, or perhaps even in the next hour, when the UPS driver comes up the driveway or stops at the front door, the first thing the dog wants to do is run out the door and go greet the mailman or the UPS man. If you've watched the channel, you know the special relationship that my lab has with our mailman. So that brings the question really as to what is the difference in that decision to run out the door. And it comes back to motivation, doesn't it? Right? In other words, something that your dog has to do in terms of going outside to do their business versus something the dog wants to do, which is run outside to greet the mailman or the UPS or the FedEx driver, and in my dog's case, to get a treat from the mailman. And we think about the things that we have to do versus the things that we want to do. And it's a lesson really that we can take into the new year, right? And that is finding the things that motivate us, finding the things that create some excitement, some passion within us that we're looking forward to doing. If it's about finding our passion, we've got to take note of what things we're excited to do, what things we're motivated to do, and do more of that. I know, Ed, that's too simple. It's too simple to think of it that way. Well, does it need to be more complicated? It's just about being intentional about seeking the things that motivate you, that make you more energetic and doing more of it. And that's the goal. That's the challenge here. Not only this week, guys, but as the new year rolls in, let's try to do more of that. Find that passion. Understand that the grind will still be there. There are things that we've got to do, maybe that we don't like to do. But let's start gravitating more toward the things that make us energetic, that we can find some passion in, and see what kind of a difference that can make in the new year. Thanks for joining me for a couple of minutes today, guys. I really, really appreciate your time. And listen, if you've not yet subscribed to the channel or liked the page, make sure you go ahead and do that now for things down the road that can help you to find your passion and begin doing more of the things that excite you, that make you more energetic and will lead toward fulfillment for you. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you soon.